All right. So, hi, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everyone. Welcome to our ZInzino business presentation once again. We are very grateful and glad that you were able to give time to attend this presentation that we'll be having tonight. And my name is Patricia. I'll be your host for today to just facilitate this Zoom presentation. So first and foremost, today we are going to share to you a business presentation, and in this presentation, we just want you to be more just enjoy the presentation. We hope that by the end of this meeting, you will learn more and you will be more aware of two aspects in your life, which is we are going to talk about health and wealth. And I do believe that the two speakers that we'll be having today will be sharing a lot that we can learn from. And I'm just so excited to start that. And I think all other guests that we're waiting will just join eventually. So we would like to start right away because we know that it's a Sunday and some of us still have things to do after this. So we are going to start right away. So on the first part of this presentation, we are going to share to you the flagship products or the products that we are offering in this company. And we are so excited because when we learned about this presentation, this product, this knowledge that we are going to share to you today, we got really excited. And we are excited for you too today. And for the speaker who's going to share to us that, he's a public health specialist, more than 10 years in medical practice, and more than 5 years in the wellness industry. So it's a good thing since we are going to talk about more about health in this part. He's a doctor by profession, and we are so confident and we are assured that everything that we are going to hear today are based from facts and science. So I don't want to make you wait anymore. Let's all welcome Dr. Godwin.
Thank you very much, Ms. Patricia, for welcoming me to this presentation. My name is Dr. Godwin. I'm a medical doctor by profession, and just as she has introduced me, I'm privileged to take the product part of this presentation today. So it's going to be a summarized one, as those of us who need more details should refer back to the recording of yesterday's presentation. So what actually attracted me to this opportunity? One of the first things that attracted me was the product, the evidence behind the product, the evidence surrounding the product, because there are things I look out for in products. And when I saw it, I was excited because I know, apart from the fact that I can confidently talk about it, I see it as an opportunity to also help my people, my friends, people around me health-wise. And knowing that is going to help to change our health and tackle the main disease burden in our world today, also increase my excitement. So you're welcome to this presentation as I take you through the product aspects. Now, I want to start by saying that a lot of people all over the world want to feel good and stay fit and be healthy. But in as much as people want to feel good and stay and be healthy, the health-related problems are on the rise. I hope my screen, you can see my screen, right?
No, not yet.
I have not shared my screen and I have started talking.
Okay.
What is
There we go.
Okay, sorry for that. Okay. Okay. So sorry for that. Welcome to this presentation. And like I said, a lot of people want to feel, a lot of people want to be healthy, but the more we want to be healthy, the more we engage in health improving activities and and thoughts. And the same way, health related problems are on the rise. So that's why we are asking why. And we have come to realize that it's a known fact that all diseases originate from the gut. That's why Hippocrates also said that let your food be your medicine and let your medicine be your food. So, because when we fall sick, the first question you ask yourself is, what is it that you are not taking? Because our health status today is a function of what we have been eating from birth. So, but what happens is that our forefathers in the past, our ancestors in the past, ate food that was from Mother Nature, full of vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, and micronutrients, beta glucans, fibers, healthy fats, and good balance of omega-6 and omega-3. But there's a significant disparity in the kinds of food we eat today, which is said to be man-made, food that are of lower nutrition density, high in sugar, many calories, empty calories, low in fibers, less healthy fats, and with an imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3. But the DNA has been programmed right from birth, right from when we are given birth, to have the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio to be 1:1. But science have actually gone ahead to recommend that at least for us to live a healthy life and prevent resurgence or incidence of these diseases and improve our life expectancy, it's good to keep the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio to be 3:1. Because once it gets to 4:1, is the turning point, and major cells in the body starts to misbehave. And when our cells starts to misbehave, our system, because the cell is a structural and functional unit of life. So if the cells in the body starts to misbehave, the human body begins to misbehave. Disease manifestations will set in. But what do we have today? Because of these changes in diet and what we eat, the ratios are on the increase, further increasing to 25:1. Now, making the world to be a world that is out of balance and predisposing a lot of people to many diseases. That is why you see a rise in cases of diabetes, hypertension, stroke, cancer, even with the breakthroughs in science. Yet, these diseases have actually not had a significant remedy or cure. Now, in conclusion, the basic thing is that we lack key nutrients. And because we lack key nutrients, there's an imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3. And this imbalance is what cooks most of the health-related problems we talk about. Because even as we are interested in trying to make ourselves to be healthy, doing exercise, trying to watch what we eat. But even as we do that, our omega-6 and omega-3 ratio is still imbalanced. And this imbalance is what is making these health-related problems to be on the rise. Because most of the foods we eat today contain more of omega-6 and less of omega-3. And because of the sources of the omega-3 and the development in the food, in the contribution from the food industry, we have less of those omega-3 in our diet. And once we have less omega-3 in our diet, there will be reduced brain function, hair quality will decrease, reduced heart function, skin will lose elasticity, most organs will malfunction, and we will have joint pains and muscle pains from inflammatory reactions in the body. No, and that is how it affects our cells, because the cells make up the tissues, organs, and system. So once the cells are affected, the whole body, the whole human frame gets affected. What really happens, what really goes wrong in the cell is the cell membrane. The cell membrane is a covering of the cell, and this covering of the cell plays a significant role in regulating what comes in and what goes out. Substances that should come in, substances that we eat from food. For example, when we eat food, it gets absorbed into the bloodstream. The bloodstream supplies the cells. These nutrients from the blood will diffuse into the cells. And once they diffuse into the cells, the nutrients must pass through the cell membrane. So the cell membrane is like a regulator. It's like the gateway, the controller of what comes in and what goes out. And if we have a deficient regulator or deficient covering or deficient boundary, then that regulation will be lost. Anything can come in, anything can go down, or it will be difficult for most of the nutrients we eat to go in and difficult for waste products to go out. And once you have this problem, the cell suffers, the cell dies, the DNA machinery dies, a lot of things goes wrong, and the human frame suffers. Health-related problems will be on the rise. Now, to achieve a healthy cell membrane, we need that balance, 3:1 between omega-6 and omega-3. And once we can achieve that balance, the cell membrane becomes healthy because these essential fatty acids, which we must take from food that the body cannot produce, are incorporated, are major ingredients in the cell membrane. So if you have an imbalance, the cell membrane suffers. So when you have a normal ratio, the cell membrane is healthy, is soft, is flexible, nutrients get in easily, waste products go out easily. The cell is healthy, the human frame is also healthy, and there will be reduction in health-related problems. Now, the question we should be asking ourselves, or you should be asking yourself, or those who are those of us who are here, or those who will be watching this presentation after now, is what zone are you? What zone are we in? Based on the imbalance of omega-6 and omega-3, based on the amount of omega-3 in our diet, and the quantity of polyphenols in our diet, and of course, our vitamin D deficiency. Now, that is what, because if you look at this, if you are in the red zone, then it is the danger zone. Recent statistics have shown that greater amount of people are in the red zone. In fact, our children today, what they're eating is even worse off compared to what we ate because of this advancement in the food industry, advancement that is not helping us health-wise. Where we are probably today is around 15:1 in ratio. Where we are expected to be based on science, based on regulatory bodies' recommendations, such as WHO, is 3:1. But only few persons are there. A handful, 5% of persons are there. That is why it is a world that is out of balance. Now, because of this balance, then there should be a solution. It has to be fixed because a problem has been identified and the problem has to be fixed. And the only way you can know where you are is when you take a test, because tests don't lie. Introducing the ZInzino balance test, which is a measure of the essential fatty acids in the body, a measure of the omega-6-3 ratio. I call it a novel balance. I call it a new science of testing our nutritional status. So it's a question we should ask ourselves if we want to do this. Yes, everybody is recommended to take the test, but that is the only way you know your status. You know what happens inside your body. You can only test when you know. You cannot guess. That is why it is a test-based nutrition, not a guess-based nutrition. So statistics have also shown that more than 500,000 persons or balance tests have been done worldwide. And a lot of persons who have done this balance test have actually been surprised by their own ratio. You know, even when some people think that their ratio will be normal. Now, the lab that does this test is located in Norway. It's an independent lab, WHO certified, with good manufacturing practice certified chemical analysis. Now, this lab is in partnership with so many research institutes, universities that send in their samples for what? For analysis. Meaning that it's an independent lab that is credible, and whatever comes out of the lab is authentic, is believed, is trusted, tested and trusted. And this lab is located in Norway. And apart from doing the test, you can also get personalized results. The results you get is personalized, such that because we are all unique, what happens in your system is different from the other person. Even if you guys are identical twins, no human being are genetically the same. That is how results differ. And the quantity of this measure, such as omega-6-3 ratio, protection value, omega-3 index, mental strength index, membrane fluidity index, and arachidonic acid formation deficiency, which is what this test assess, just like a whole nutritional status, differs, and it is a personalized test result and gives you personalized advice and information that will also guide you to monitor your test. So you track it in progress even after, before and after. Once you do your test, after a period of time, like 120 days, your ratio, you monitor your progress, whether you are progressing, the pace at which you are also progressing. Now, it is a world that is out of balance. Like I said before, 97%, an average of 95 to 97% of the world of those who have done the tests, more than 600,000 persons done this test, are out of balance. As in, only 5% have about 3:1, 3:1 ratio. So that is why it's not a serious problem, because we have identified the problem and we are in a mission to help the world to solve that problem, solve the problem, including ourselves. Now, it will interest you to know that even those who are on omega-3 supplements, 20% of them are also out of balance. Now, for those who are not on omega supplements, 5% of them are out of balance, and 5% only of those who have done the test are within the balance. Now, why are some persons who are on omega supplements out of balance? It's because not all omega supplements are actually potent, because of the makeup, because of what happens to fatty acids in the body. Fatty acids are usually oxidized. So something happens, something makes them to not to be potent, which we'll see later. So you see, it is a world that is out of balance, and we can do something to fix the problem, because the problem identified is already solved. Now, this scientific advisory board, made up with the brightest minds in the field of wellness and nutrition, developed a system called the test-based nutrition. This system, which is the test-based nutrition, is what has been able to profile solutions to higher ratios and take a lot of people out of balance and bring them to balance. You have Dr. Paul Clayton, Dr. Ola, Dr. Angela, and Dr. Abraham. So these are people who are specialized in their fields and have come together to put us together to produce this patented product. And it has been shown that within 120 days of intake or use of the products of this test-based nutrition that was formulated by this scientists, a lot of persons who have higher ratio have actually returned back to 3:1 or 2:1 or 5 or 4:1. This is documented statistics. And that balance, once we have that balance, we get our desired health. What is this formula for the test-based nutrition? This formula is a balanced oil, it is ZInzino balanced oil. It is called balanced because it has it contains not just omega-3 fatty acids, it also contains polyphenols from olive oil extract. Polyphenol is a powerful antioxidant that prevents oxidation of omega-3 fatty acids. That is why the omega-3 acid supply from the balanced oil is very potent compared to other omega-3 fatty acid supplements in the market. That is why a lot of persons who, after 120 days of taking the balanced oil, haven't done their test, they notice that there's a significant decline of their ratio from higher to like 4 or 3:1 or even 2:1. Then you also have vitamin E, which also is a very good antioxidant, and vitamin D, which supplements the deficiency states that is common globally now, which is important for calcium metabolism and bone metabolism. This balanced oil is dosed by weight, meaning that the human frame, we need about 3,000 to 5,000 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids on daily basis. So just to keep us within, based on our weight, so it is dosed by weight about 0.15 mils per kilogram per kg per day, and which is about 7.5 mils to 12 mils per day. So based on your weight, you can measure the quantity you need on daily basis. So no oxidation, and it is original. It is 100% natural, as evidenced by all these seals and certifications. You see, sugar-free, soy-free, gluten-free, keto-friendly, non-GMO, halal rating, GMP certified, friend of the sea, informed choice, and the rest of them, to actually confirm the quality of the balanced oil. Now, because of the presence of the olive polyphenols and natural vitamin, which are antioxidants, which prevents the bioavailability or oxidation of, which increase the bioavailability or prevent oxidation of these omega-3 fatty acids in the blood, taking them directly to the cells. Because of their presence, that is why the omega-3 fatty acids can be taken, incorporated right into the cell membrane, and for them to now further reduce the ratio. So you see, a study has been done comparing to other oils, fish oils in the market, and it has shown that the shelf life is the oil stability index is up to 35 hours compared to other ones in the market. The study was done in 2010. Now, 95% of those taking the ZInzino balanced products have a ratio of near 3:1 after 120 days. Statistics have shown that. It means that the potency of the balanced oil cannot be disputed. What is showing the potency is evidence-based tests, not guessing. There's a difference between guessing potency and confirming potency. The test-based nutrition, the ZInzino balance test before and after, is there as a guide to actually confirm the efficacy of the balanced products. And that is why it is a test-based nutrition and not guess-based. A lot of companies out there with their products are guessing efficacy. And we are not supposed to be guessing our health, because when you guess your health, you allow your health to be a mystery. But when you test your health and know what is there before and after, your health no longer remains a mystery. Your health is known to you. You have control over your health. You have control over your level, your ratio. You can easily balance your life and balance your health. That is the concept of the test-based nutrition. Now, whether we like it or not, we all need good health as long as throughout the time, throughout our lifespan. But it is a good health that keeps us. Even when a pregnant woman becomes pregnant, the health of the baby is very important. In fact, the first 4 months of the baby's development is critical to what happens to the baby years after. So you see, pregnant women recommended, they have been recommended omega-3 fatty acids. The balanced product has been shown to benefit pregnant women, giving them good pregnancy outcome and good, adequate, optimal brain development of their babies. You know, after 6 months of delivery, the baby is weaned off breast milk. But before the first 6 months, the mother's breast milk contains high amount of what? DHA. And this DHA is from the breast milk. And once the baby starts breastfeeding, of course, from there, the balanced oil is very, very essential to that baby from that 6 months, because throughout the baby's life, the baby will need, there are important things that happens to us that the balanced oil will be there, because to keep us healthy, so that when we grow old, we will enjoy our old age and prevent us from falling ill. Based on the approved health claims of European Food and Safety Authority, and the balanced oil, which contains a potent omega-3 fatty acids, has, because the approved health claim of the European Food and Safety Association on the health benefits of omega-3 fatty acids, polyunsaturated fatty acids, normal brain function, normal heart function, normal immune function. The brain functions well, the heart functions well, you have strong immunity. These 3 are very key. Other ones can follow: vision, teeth, bone structure, blood pressure, normal cell division, and all of them. All these are approved health claims, and this is a body that is an authority in the food and nutrition industry. And they have come based on research to bring out this health claim, which are not from ZInzino, but from an independent body, to say that omega-3 fatty acids have this health claim. And that is why you see a lot of athletes today, even in the ongoing Olympic, they are so proud to be ambassadors of the ZInzino products, having seen that the products have actually helped their sporting life, not just balancing their ratio, but also giving them that needed endurance in their fields of endeavor. So reaching a balance between omega-6 and omega-3 is the first step to feel good, stay fit and healthy. Now, there are other products too that are within the balance concept, such as the skin serum, which is a 24-hour youth formula. Youth formula bringing you back to your youth. You know, hydrates and smoothens the skin, improves skin elasticity and strength, and reducing fine lines and wrinkles. Now, because it plays an important role in the skin, because the skin is the largest organ in the body. So if the cells that make up the skin are healthy, the skin glows, the skin looks nice, reduces wrinkle, it makes you look at least younger, and you know your appearance is also good, all the blemishes. In fact, there's a study that also showed that omega-3 fatty acid is a topical application of omega-3 fatty acid. Topical means application on the skin. Topical application of omega-3 fatty acid has been shown to help people who have some dermatitis in the skin. Dermatitis is just like a disease, skin disease condition. So there are a lot of evidence surrounding this, and that is why we are so excited about this product line. And not just that, we're excited that we can actually measure them quantitatively and assess the efficacy of the. There are other products such as this, the VMA Life the Nutrition Solution, which is a load of antioxidants for our relish and good health. So thank you very much for having me to talk about this briefly about the product presentation. As I take it back to you, Ms. Patricia. You can unmute, Ms. Patricia.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah.
All good. Okay, that's great. All right, so thank you very much, Dr. Godwin, for that very comprehensive and detailed presentation. And I know that we've realized how important having a balance of omega-6 and omega-3. We hope everyone, us here in ZInzino, we really hope that many of us will be able to do the test first, because it's really important to know where you at right at the moment, okay? And we could really help you with that. So thank you very much, Dr. Godwin. If we have questions about the product or other questions in general, we can keep it until later. We will have time to answer those questions, okay? But for now, we are going to proceed with our presentation. So on our second part of this Zoom meeting, we are now going to talk about on how can we earn, or how can we earn in this business or in this with this product. And also this has a very potential and promising marketing plan. Having a very good and wonderful product definitely will always have a great marketing plan here in the company. And for this second part, our speaker for today, I am very honored to introduce to you. He's a top leader in his current international networking company or network marketing company, worked in this industry, in this field for 23 years. He has been featured trainer at some of the biggest networking events in the world, like GoPro, Recruiting Mastery with Mr. Eric Ward, or Association of Networking Professionals. Okay, has also been shared the stage with legends such as Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Sir Richard Branson, and many more. So I know he will introduce more about himself as he discuss the marketing plan and what makes him stay in this kind of business or this field. And definitely with that 23 years of experience, we will learn a lot from him today. So let's all welcome Mr. Thomas Tidlund.
Thank you, Ms. Patricia. Thank you for that introduction, and good evening, everybody. And thank you, Dr. Godwin. Very informative and passionate presentation. I love listening to you when you go through the products and the benefits from it, because for me, I'm just a regular deadly human, but you are a medical doctor, so you kind of carry it up with what you say and all the years of study and of course curiosity and everything. So thank you again for the presentation. And I truly think that ZInzino has the cure to poor health and financial struggles. And I'm very proud and very grateful to be able to present this for you here tonight as well. So thank you for taking your time. I know it's getting late, and I'm just going to wrap this presentation up with the business part of the presentation. Some of you came in to get to know that a little bit more. And I think, I truly think it's not what we do once at a time, once now and then that change our lives. I think that's what we are doing consistently over time, change our lives. And I had the opportunity to look at an opportunity like this 23 years ago, October 1998. A dear friend and a colleague of myself presented a business opportunity from a company in the United States of America. I'm born in Sweden. I was living in Sweden at the time as well, in Gothenburg, and actually on an island north of Gothenburg. But I'm a high school dropout in the school system, and I'm not saying that I'm proud of that, but that's how I started. And then, ironically, I ended up being a high school teacher in Sweden. So that's what I worked as when my friend had the courage to introduce me to this beautiful profession. That was the first time I ever heard about it. This is before the boom of computer. This is before the internet, mainstream internet, when most people have that, and definitely before our today smartphones. So for me, looking into a business that I never heard about, and that was from, the company was from United States of America, that was kind of a little bit new and nervous for me. Can you let me just mute my sound here a little bit? Okay, I'm back. We have the house full of guests here, and it's a little bit background noise, and I know the recording takes that as well. So when I had the opportunity to look at this business model for the first time, I started to dream again. That's what I saw. I saw like what I could get out of a business like this. And working full time, I was a semi-professional soccer player, so I was paid to play soccer. And of course, I had a partner at the time, a girlfriend. It was 24/7 pretty much, but there were still more days left of the month in the end of my money every month. And I think that's what most people do today. They live out of 120% of their paycheck, or whatever money they can get their hands on. So I started to dream again. I saw that I could get something out of that business that I could not do as a teacher or as a semi-professional soccer player. And with that, I told my friend that, let's see, it seems great, but I need to think about it. So I went back home. And I remember I could not sleep that night because I was picturing everything that I could do, or where I could go, or all the things, that I dreamt as a kid. And that reminded me of, all the students that I had. Those kids were still dreaming. But it dawned on me that most of their parents were not dreaming anymore. So I was starting to think, I wonder if we get into the school system and then we go through that and we stop dreaming for some reason. Because I know that most parents to those kids that I was a teacher did not drive their dream car. They did not live in their dream home. They did not take the vacation as much as they wanted. They did not travel as much as they wanted. So there was some disconnection there. And one story that I thought about that night was Aladdin and the Magical Lamp, like the genius in the bottle. And I know Disney has made movies from it. There's books and there's, legends spoken about it, but it's genius in a bottle. When you touch this lamp, it comes out and you can wish whatever you want. So I just started to wish because I couldn't sleep anyway. So the day after, my friend came back and he said, "What do you think?" And I said, "Let's do it." And remember, this was back in 1998. So he said, "Great, Thomas, we just need to order some products." It's like 2000. There was somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000 to invest in product at the time. I did not have those money. And since I already have sold the dream to myself, I made a decision to go to the bank where I lived and take a credit on my card. And that's my start of this journey. And I wanted to tell you that because when we started to work with this business back in the days, I was on fire. I was talking to everybody. I was talking to neighbors. I was talking to friends. I was talking to colleagues. I was talking to people I met in the city. And after 6 months, after investing $2,500, I had earned, after 6 months in this profession where the company was across the sea in the United States, my highest paycheck was $27. And I would say that's not the best success story ever, because, I would say this, those $27 felt like $27,000 because it was a proof that this business was working. And I was super excited, but my partner at the time was not excited. She told me, start earning money or stop doing that. And that's when I decided to actually invest more money. And I took a flight over to the United States. And I met with successful network marketers, the top of the top. I met with the top leaders in that current company. And I met with other speakers and authors in the self-help and leadership industry, which you probably would know many of their names. And I spent 3 weeks there to ask them questions. What did you do? What was your failure? What did you do that works? And I could go back home to Sweden and start building the business after a proven system. And 8 months later, I was earning twice as much on my part-time business than I did as a teacher. And that's when I decided to go full-time. So I've been a network marketer professional since 2000, the millennial. And it's the best decision I ever took to say yes to this business. And fast forward, 2005, a new company was started in Sweden, in Gothenburg, from the city where I grew up. And the founder of that company is a dear friend of mine. He was a top networker in another company. He decided that he wanted to be in a company that wanted to expand to the world. And his former company was just in Scandinavia. He started his own company called ZInzino. And that's why we are here today. I left my company, left my top position and started over again because I really wanted to work with a product that you could reorder, a residual that I didn't have in my current company. So 2005 we started and we got this balance oil that we're talking about, 2012. And this product was already on the market on the traditional health stores. The innovation from Dr. Ola Eide is unbelievable. This product is the best omega product, fatty acid product you can get out there. And we got the opportunity to take this into our network. And we were kind of a little bit hesitant because we didn't know how to combine that with that product we were working with at the time. But after doing this balance test that Dr. Godwin talked about, and we were around 40 top leaders that did that, it came out unbalanced. I was 9-1 in unbalance. I had been on omega-3 supplement for over 10 years, over a decade when I was doing the first test, 9-1. 1 month later, I did my second test and I was 3.1-1 in just 1 month. So we started to see, our eyes were wide open, like if we don't take this product, someone else will do it. So we started work with the product back in 2012. Less than a year later, we bought the whole company. Today, we are the sole owner. ZInzino owns the patent, we own the factories, we own the productions, we own everything that has with this product to do. It's our product, 100% ownership, it's one of the best decisions ZInzino has done. So with that said, before I start the presentation, I just wanted to share my story so you can get to know me. A great question to ask yourself is, what if you had this magical lamp, the genius in the bottle? What if you could decide today that you want something different? What if you are not where you want to be, but you feel that you're worth to be somewhere else? You know, a great question to ask yourself is if time and money wasn't a problem, what would you be, do, or have then? Like, how would your dream life look like? Because if we can bring those things, think about 4, 5, 6 things that you will be, do, or have if time and money wasn't an issue. If we can help you increase your financial level and then, of course, make you stay healthy, what difference would that make for you? And bring that into the presentation, because I think most people out there have dreams. It's just that we forget about them and we just go with the daily life. And especially after 18, 20 months of this pandemic, you know, it's kind of hard to believe in a better future. So I will put my screen sharing on here and start giving you the information about our business potential. Because when we look at this, it's unlimited potential. There's no income ceiling, but it's also up to your effort and the time you put into it. So we can start here today, and in less than a month, you can actually earn a lot of money. But we can also start here today, and in a month, you haven't earned any money, because it's all up to you, what you see and what you feel about this opportunity. So my wish is that you take this presentation with you. It's a presentation that you can start for a very, very low amount of investment. And I will get into that as well. But also it's a business where you can earn a lot of money. And if you have questions during this presentation, please type them or save them for after the presentation, because I will stay for a Q&A as well to help you out as much as possible. Because ZInzino, it's a Swedish company, started, like I said, in Sweden, where I grew up in Gothenburg. And we are 16 years old or young, and we are now introduced our product and our system to a global marketplace, a global partnership. Because as you can see here on the purple map, we are in 37 open countries already, fully open. You can go to ZInzino.com, you can see all the products, you can, see everything, and that's what you get in the open markets. But our owners and our company are so innovative, they wanted something more. So they said, we want to start tipping our toes in the rest of the world as well and see where we go next. So that's why we have 60 plus markets in the global partnership, which means that Nigeria, Rwanda, what else? We can have Kenya here tonight, I think. We have a lot of people from your beautiful African continent here tonight. And some of the markets we already started to dip our toes in. That means that we have a global market where there's a flat rate shipment. So you can order our balance oil, you can order our balance test, and our skin serum. So we have 3 things in the global web shop today. 3 things. Our flagship product, the balance test and the balance oil. And then we have the skin serum that's developed long after we worked with the oil and grow the customer base of blood tested people. Today, we have our right short under 700,000 blood tested people. And that's probably Guinness World Record when it comes to test group of people that's been blood tested for one specific thing, and definitely the fatty acid scores. So with that, we can move it into your market. It ships for $10 from Sweden to Africa, and it's within 2 weeks. And we see today that most of the country have their products delivered within 1 week, but the company says within 2 weeks, you have the product with your doorstep. and you can do your test, you can start taking the product, and you can be an independent partner with ZInzino. ZInzino is a public company. It's on the stock market, Nasdaq First North, and you can also invest and buy stock in it. But the best thing to being a public company is that when our CEO makes an announcement, when our company announced the direction of the company, it has to happen because they are accountable for the shareholders, for the board members, and of course us in the field, the independent partners. So it's very safe and to have that background when you know that the company deliver on the things they go public with. And when it comes to the global market, it goes like this, that we are, for example, Nigeria. We are now building an infrastructure there with pioneers, trailblazers. I would say this, being a pioneer on a new market is not always the easiest. It will be challenges, it will be hurdles, it will be problems. But we are here to help, and we are here to establish this infrastructure with the products coming into you and you using and you scoring. And as soon as we can move volumes in a market, we can go from a global market to a soft launch market. And that's when we add maybe 5 to 7 more products into that country. And then, of course, that leads to a fully open market, which I have some of my friends from Philippines here as well. They are going into a fully, like to a soft launch, I would say, in November. And we have South Africa open in as the first African fully open country in October here, which will be really, really excited because that makes us, then we have an established base in Africa, and we can also move a little bit faster with that. But it's a very secure way of establishing a market because ZInzino, their philosophy is to open a market and stay open. That's why we want to go with all the regulations, all the paperwork, everything in order before we fully launch a country. And that's why this global business model is so brilliant. And the reason we can pay so well is the distribution revolution. And, you have the traditional sales funnel, you have the direct sales funnel, and no matter which one of those distribution channels, it's always around 50% or more of the retail price that will be spent on marketing the product. And in traditional sales, this money goes to influencers. It goes to athletes, the Olympians. It goes to artists. It goes to movie stars. So maybe one person gets pretty much all the money. And of course, it's not free to market on the internet or market on the television today either. But in direct sales, we take those money and we give it to you that choose to work with us. So for each and one that market this business and this product, you will get percentage out of those 50% because that's where the money is used. So it's the same amount of money that the traditional business are using that we are using in direct sales. And that's why we shouldn't, that's why it's safe to work with us. We have those money, in calculation already. And when the product leaves the warehouse in Sweden, you get commission out of that sale. So it's very, very easy. And if we look at, what's happening in the world right now, of course, many of you as like me, myself, I'm in US now. I met my wife, you see in the background here. She's in the profession as well. And we are living in US and in Sweden now. And very blessed from the work we put into this business, but also very, very excited for building this market with you guys. So when we look at innovation that I love, because I think innovation drives the human race forward. I think you can look at, I was mentioning internet before, like the innovation of internet. You can say television, like the innovation, like today we stream what we want to look at instead of looking from an antenna. We have the music industry that we stream as well today. And we have cell phones that today are smartphones. And, one thing that I like to talk about is like, what if we would have been in the room when Steve Jobs were taking that bite from the apple and decided the name of his company? Do you think that would have made any difference? You know, if we had an opportunity to put in some of our savings in that company back in time when nobody knew about it, nobody had heard about it, but he took that bite and he got an idea of the name and the symbol, and the rest is history. I would say today we have that opportunity on another scale because test-based nutrition is a global mega trend, and ZInzino is leading that trend today. We are leading that curve and pushing that forward. And what's happened 18, 20 months ago with the pandemic just pushed this trend much, you know, warp speed, much faster forward. And it's a huge market. And test-based nutrition is something that many companies would tap into now, because why would you rely on guest-based nutrition when you can have test-based nutrition? People want to know that what they are consuming and paying for helps them. And the market we have today, you know, 97% of the people fail their first balance test. They fail, which means that the market shares, like the market is huge. We have so much people, no matter in the world, that need this product, but they don't know it yet. And we also can see the market, the speculation of how we are going from 40 billion market to 200 billion US dollar market in less than 30 years, which is like for us maybe a very long time, but in the big picture, 30 years goes very quick. And I also want to tell you this. If you do the test and it comes out in balance, if you test yourself and you are 3-1 or better, ZInzino will refund you the money. They will give you the money back that you spent to buy the test for, which is, you know, safety net, expander, and the belt at the same time. So it's safe, you can take the test, and if you are in balance, continue do whatever you're doing, because obviously it's working for you. But we know today that it's less than 3% of the population worldwide that are in balance. So it's a huge potential. So you can start working with ZInzino for free and just get customer if you want. But most people, they want to benefit from the balance test, benefit from the balance oil, and also get all the bonuses and get all the back office features and everything. And that's why they invest in some starter kits. That's very lower cost to buy as a new partner than if you would buy product by product. And you know, to start a business for under $300 US. Remember, like 23 plus years ago, I had to pay over $2,000 to get my kit from US to Sweden and so on. Today, with the global market, we can get you set up for less than $300 US. You get test, you get the balance oil, you get the skin serum. But most importantly, I would say, if you look at the lower line of this slide, you can see 100% ECB. That means as a global partner, because you're a pioneer, a trailblazer, you're a part of building this legacy with ZInzino, you get 100% more volume of every volume. So if you see 25 credits up here on the right side, for example, for the Better Balance Kit, that will for you be 50 credits immediately, which means it's 100% pay raise from day one. When I go and start the person here in the United States, I have to train them, teach them, help them to get customer and get volume in their business so they can achieve that level of 100% enrollment credit bonus. ZInzino are gifting that to you. The next step is getting you on the product and put it in as an outer order so you can have access to all the affiliate program, power tools in the back office, and of course taking your oil every day as you need, you know, for to get your score down in the balance and then stay in balance. And the number one goal for us is to help you get your product for free. And the way we do that is to help you get 4 customers. 4 customers. You know, we are a customer-driven company, and some of the people that you may talk to will ask, how much is it? You can say you can have it for free. And I think that's the best answer ever when it comes to how much the product costs. So the number one goal is to help you get the product for free by getting 4 customers into the company. They buy the product, and you don't have to pay for your product every month when they buy their product. And to work with this business, I already say it's less than $300 to get the product kit into to your home. You start and decide to how much time you want to put into it. It's a home-based business. And a lot of people went home-based and part-time during this pandemic, the last 18, 20 months. You decide when you want to work, because you work from your home. And hopefully soon we will see back where we can go out in a coffee shop or in a restaurant or something. But right now it's perfect fit. You can still use, you can use your smartphone, you can use your computer, your laptop, and build a global business together with ZInzino. And you decide whom you want to work with, your friend, your neighbors, your relatives, your colleagues, your schoolmates, whatever. You decide who you want to build your foundation and your future with. And the earlier we can get them into this business, of course, as I said, being a pioneer, it's not the easiest thing, but it will be so much worth it when ZInzino soft launch and fully launch the country, because then all the infrastructure is already in place. So choose your people wisely, but reach out to as many as possible. That would be my personal 23 plus years advice here today. And there's no income limit. So think about those 3, 4, 5 things again that you would do or have if time and money wasn't an issue, what they would be, and carry them into this presentation. So with our compensation plan, it's focused on customer. And you can see it's paid from customer and of course from the volume from our team as well. And it's divided to 10 plus things where you get paid from. And goal number 1, as I said, is to get 4 customers in place so you can get your product for free and take part of the Smart Bronze Fast Start bonus as well, which would be around $200 within these 30 days for that volume. And another thing for you that may be familiar with direct sales and network marketing, you will also get the mentor bonus between 5 and 10% from the company. That means that when you get 4 customers within your first 30 days, you get the mentor bonus 5%, which means every time some that you enroll in this business get a paycheck commission check from ZInzino, they will also send 5% matching to you. That's your mentor bonus. And of course, when we help them get the mentor bonus, it goes from 5 to 10 for you. So it's a very beneficial long-term residual income as well. Next step is to build your organization together with us, building the team. And with the 4 customers in place, we continue to expand the customer, but then also we build a team to reach a volume of 375 credits. That's probably sounds like Chinese for most of you. We will explain that in detail too along the journey, but it's pretty much 4 to 6 better body balance kits into the system together with those 4 customers, and you reach fast silver. And now we have another $215 in your pocket. And next step is to increase your 4 customer to 10 customer. And some of your customer probably want the product for free. So when we help them to get 4 customer, like they refer to 4 customer, it's your customer, but they get their product for free. So now you're earning money of customers' referral. It's almost like you go to the supermarket and buy something, and then if you would refer someone to go and buy there, the store would pay you for that. It won't happen, but that's the kind of bonus that the ZInzino is paying you. So when you have a happy customer, they refer a new customer, they can get their product for free, but you as a business partner get paid on those customers. So together with X-Team Express, with the Smart Bronze Fast Silver, now we have over $700 within 1 or 2 months of Fast Start bonuses. And I would say, I wish we would have this back into 1998 when I started. My biggest check was $27 US. But I think that 800 or 700 US dollar is a significant check the first month or second month in your business. And especially if you invested less than 300 US dollars, it's very few businesses that's plus minus, zero, leveled out after 1 or 2 months. And in this case, we can start running. And also remember, this is a very small product packages because it's on the global market. And to go from 10 customer to 25 customer will actually increase your cash bonus to 20%. It will double your cash bonuses on all the new customers. But I want you to eye in on the top team here in the middle of the slides. Top team, when you reach 100 personal customers, you also get a one-time bonus from ZInzino of $10,000 US. And if you do the math quick, 100 customer divided $10,000, that's $100 US per customer on top of the commission you already earn. And then now you have 30% cash bonus as well on every new customer. And some of you may think, yeah, but how would I get to 100 customer? And let's say that we get those 25 customer in place and 20 of those want their product for free. We help them get 4 customer referrals that buy the product. That's 80 new customers, and 80 plus your 25, that's 100 plus customer. And now you have the one-time bonus of $100,000 US. And then you can see it's continue. You can have travel incentives and percentage and of course, other benefits throughout the year, but just acquiring customers. So we have many people working with us that's just selling to customer, but the big money and the legacy income, I would say, is in building a team. And the key is to duplicating silvers. Remember, 4 to 10 customers and 4 to 6 business builders in place with the better balance, body balance kit will take you to silver. Because if we can help 4 of your team members become silver, you become an executive in the ZInzino compensation plan. And as an executive, you have an estimate of $800 US a month just by being executive and having that volume every month. But I also encourage you to keep building your customer base, going from those 10 to hit the 25 so you can get most out of the bonuses as well. The next step is to help 4 of your team members reach your level. And you can hear in the language that I use 4 a lot, like 4 free, 4 silver, 4 executive. And now with 4 executive, you hit the rank of diamond, which would be one of the things we are most known from, except the product for free. We also have the car for free. As a diamond in the company, you will have an estimated income of $4,500 US. And I know no matter what country, if you earn over $4,000 US extra on top of whatever you earn today, there's a lot of things that change. And I want you to think about those things, the 3, 4, 5, 6 things you were thinking about that you would do, be, or have if time and money wasn't an issue today. Like things that you have dreaming of accomplished, like maybe secure for your family's future, because this is a legacy income. When we build this income, our kids inherit it. They will get this when we leave this beautiful place called Earth. So it's a very family-oriented business and company as well. Next step, help 4 team members get their car. And you will go up to the crown title in the compensation plan, which takes you well above $10,000 US a month when you have that volume, $13,800 US estimated commission as a crown in ZInzino. So that's a huge potential. And I definitely know that most of those things you've now been thinking about could be accomplished with this amount of money. So what would be the alternative today? What's your alternative to have the potential of earning this money today? I don't say that everybody is going to earn this money, but I can say everybody has the equal opportunity to go out together with us and build a legacy income to do that. And I'm committed to your success. I'm committed to this team's success. And we have some of the team members here today in this Zoom that already done the Smart Bronze, the Fast Silver, and they are scratching on getting their 10th customer in here this or next week to get the X-Team Express as well in place. And that's the foundation to go from where you are to where you want to go, because Crown is just the beginning of our compensation plan. And the difference from being on the left side and going all the way up to the right side here is time and your effort. So it's just a matter of time from this day and forward, and what effort you put into it. What is your dreams and goals and desire? How bad do you want this? I want to mention that when you reach the president level, you can see that a little bit higher up to the right here, the company has a share incentive. So you get 100,000 shares in the company. It's not like internal shares, it's public shares that's like in the stock market. And the value of that today is around $800 US. So you can see becoming an executive or becoming a diamond or going to Crown, that's just the beginning of the beginning. There are so many other life-changing incentives in this. And I think with this test-based nutrition, we have laid the foundation of helping so many people reach their dreams, their goals, their desires. And I think the balanced product is a game changer. I truly think that with this product, we are not only leading the global mega trend test-based nutrition, we are going to lead that for a long time over, the next decades. And if you look 10 years from now, 20 years from now, this is just going to be a snowball that we can't stop. No matter if you and I do it, no matter if ZInzino do it, like the test-based nutrition is here to stay, and it's just going to get bigger, especially after this 18, 20 months that we have had in the past here. And I think that this is the perfect timing for you. It's the perfect storm of opportunity with the home-based business, with an unlimited income potential, with a product that's trending out there right now, with the trending game-changing product. And with that perfect storm, it comes back to you. What's your desire? What do you want to do with it? And I want you to talk to the person that invited you. Tell them that, oh, I want to get tested. I want to get on the product because I want to get to know this product and the relationship with the company. Or tell them that you want to start building a team with them and become a business partner with ZInzino so you can earn money and work towards your goals, dreams, and desire. And I will be here helping you, and I will be an advocate that we are putting this company for a soft launch and for a global, from a global to a soft launch to a fully open country much faster than any of you could even dream about from, not knowing about this opportunity at all. So remember, back in 1998, saying yes to this profession was the best decision I ever made. And even if it was not a straight start for me, I don't regret anything. And the world needs dreamers and the world needs doers. But above all, the world needs dreamers who do. So my question to you tonight is, are you a doer? Because then we will welcome you to this team, and the person that invited you will also reach out to you short after this meeting so you can make a plan to move forward. Thank you for stopping in, and thank you for spending your time here. I will stay here online to answer some of your questions and move forward. So thank you again, and hope to help you.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Thomas, for that wonderful presentation, and as well as inspirational encouragement also to each and every one of us. So are you a dreamer or a doer? It should be both. We must be both, all right? So it's good to dream, but you have to also work on that dream, right? So we've seen questions earlier when we were doing the presentation. So right now we are going to read all those questions, so we would able to answer each of them. So let me just go back a bit here.
I will catch up and read the
Yeah,
questions here as well.
I'm also going back. Okay, actually, the first question that I've actually seen earlier is, do we have all these products sufficiently in Nigeria? That was a question from Lar.
Yeah, perfect, Laura. That's a great question. I hope I explained it through the presentation, but right now we have three of our main products. And it's the balance test, who is the foundation to know your balance score. It's the balance oil in different flavors. And it's the skin serum that I don't have with me here, but I have it on my skin. You know, being 93 years old and still being up this early and doing this present. No, I'm just kidding. But I've been using the skin serum for a long time. And it's you know, the skin serum, I want to just tell you that they developed the serum long after we had a huge test based of blood tested people, so they could see what worked together with, you know, collaborated with the balance oil. So the skin is the biggest organ, and we already know that the balance oil is increasing the skin elasticity, and now we have a skin serum to repair and protect and rebuild your skin as well. So those three, it could sound like little thing with just three products, but that's then an insurance that the product can reach your door. Because if we would have a lot of product, the big packages, it will be a highly probability that it will be caught up in the custom in your country. So it's small package, and it goes from Sweden to Nigeria in less than 2 weeks, but most probably less than a week, but at least less than 2 weeks, and for $10. If you go to ZInzino.com, you would see that we have a wide range of product, a lot more product, and all of them is integrated in the test-based nutrition. Some of them is patented exactly like the balance oil, and like very innovative, and you will be able to enjoy those products when we do a soft launch, for example, because that's when we lift in 5, 6, 7 more products that's fully approved in your country. And then after that soft launch, it's when everything gets approved. So it's kind of, from here on, everything is working and it's just getting better. So I hope we explained that question. Those three products is up and running and no problem to get. How long will it take for the product to reach Kenya? Mrs. Charity there, Madam Charity, this I would say within 2 weeks, but I know we have 1 or 2 partners in Kenya that order through Kenya, so we may have an exact answer there, but I would say within 2 weeks. And the reason I say 2 weeks is to manage your expectation. I would guess it takes much, you know, shorter time. For example, in the Philippines, who also is a global market right now, it takes 3 to 4 days to get the product from Sweden. Okay, we have an answer from Kenya here. It's 3 days so far in Kenya, which is amazing. So within a week to Kenya.
Okay, all right. So what does it take to take place an order from Nigeria Calabar precisely? I think it was answered by Mr. Gray. And then here, how much is key in bonus? I'm not really sure about that question, what it means.
Can you guide me to where that question is in the chat?
It's from therapist Jaja. He said that he's asking how much is key in bonus. Key in bonus. I'm not really sure. Jaja, can you please, is it okay if you can just elaborate more about the question so we can answer it directly or incorrectly? Because we are not actually really sure with that question what it means. So what else? Let me just, yeah, I think that was, all right. Other questions? Let's just try to wait for Jaja to type again the question so that we'll be able to answer. Don't be afraid to ask questions. So it's really it's better that you will be able to that we'll be able to answer all your questions you have right now, so you can make the decision as soon as possible. As soon as we finish this, you will not have any doubt in mind, so you can start making your decision right away.
Yeah, I see. You did a good job, everybody that helped to collaborate on the chat there. I've been reading while you're speaking there, Miss
Yeah.
Patricia. But
Yes.
so you can see, we've been like, this is one of the very first global presentations. And I think we've been doing this for 5 or 6 weeks now. And already we have a team that can answer your questions. That's locals, that's from Nigeria, that's from Kenya, and so on. And of course, we have a lot of our Filipino team members here as well. That's doing an amazing job. So
all right,
we are here to help you and of course answer your questions.
Okay,
so
all right.
I think we have answered all the questions in the chat for now, and I can't find that question you were referring
as for
to.
Jaja, he said that I got the presentations, no need for more questions. So I think he
Okay, good.
understood already the question. He got it now. All right, that's great. Okay, so I think I know that we have great speakers tonight, that if there are just if there are questions that would be very minor, we can you can just directly message and ask your sponsors who invited you tonight, if you will remember some questions after this. And we are very, very much excited to be with you on our next presentations. Hopefully that you'll be able to join us, and also invite more of your colleagues and friends, that we can share the products and the business that we are having right now. And this is the best time to start in this company. So any last words, Mr. Thomas, before we end our presentation tonight, before we close this?
I want to say this. I really emphasize to take that decision to dare to be one of the first to do this, because you may have experience in the past when it didn't go as well, but we are 16 years in. Like, we can say we are 16 years young, or we are 16 years old in our business. And you know, the business plan we have, and with the 37 fully open countries today, and have the infrastructure of over 60 global open, where we adding in October, we will be adding Uganda, Rwanda, and Tanzania on the global market list as well. And which is, you know, just expanding that list to have the opportunity to get the product into your region or your country. And I think if you are in Nigeria or if you're in Kenya, this is a golden opportunity to take market shares there and to start building the infrastructure with the leadership we have in this team. Because every time I meet with you guys, I'm impressed, and I see the growth, and I see the hunger in it, and I know with our experience what we have done so far. And you can also see our shares, you know, and the dividend that pays out every year. That's the company is doing very well. And also very humble owners of the like majority owners, who also is a, you know, personal friend of mine. We are here to help you. For me, I've been working in Africa for many years. My wife in the background there, and myself and our family, we have a charity called Spirit Wings Kids. And we have schools, and we have orphanages, and we're working on a soccer academy in Uganda right now. And hopefully I can do something in other countries as well. But for many years, we've been building there, not only finances, we are there with our boots on the ground to build, infrastructure and help growing these communities, which is something that's very dear to our heart. And I'm just super excited and very grateful to have the opportunity to serve in front of you here in Africa tonight. So thank you for taking your time, and looking forward to building the relationship and to get together soon again.
All right, that's right. So we are, you can really, you can be confident that this team will really help you as you start the business with us. We are all looking forward to doing the business with all of you. And once again, thank you very much for your time, for spending your time with us tonight, and see you soon. And we hope that as we meet again, you have your guests already and you're already part of this team. Thank you very much, everyone. And see you again next time. Thank you and have a great evening. God bless us.
Thank
all.
you.
Bye.
God bless. Have a beautiful Monday morning.